MV3 Traders Futures Trade Radio is brought to you by the Ultimate Traders Guide, your one-stop shop for the most valuable income-producing information on the internet. Go to ultimatetradersguide.net to learn more. Link in the description below. Mic check, mic check. Might help if I actually turn on the mic. How's everybody doing? Pretty exciting overnight session for us. Had some strong selling. Did have some 8:30 news, but we didn't really see much of a response, or they didn't really use that to do much of anything, except for maybe take another inventory hunt. Pick up some more cheap inventory. Other than that, pretty uneventful economic series of events. We had the strong sell-off. We tapped NQs or MNQs, same thing, same difference. Bear move, bear moon. And now we got some MSRP above us that we're making our way back to. Looking at VWAP at 740. Some retracement would not be surprising. And with this, I'm just gonna play this by ear. Not try to hold too much of a bias this morning. Also make sure I'm focused. Nice supply response around 710. I don't know why my thing isn't working. It's supposed to, if I click on that window, it's supposed to, I'm supposed to see a response on my trade copier setup. Nice response after that. After picking messing around with that supply around 710. Back into our inventory. So we have this sort of a point of awareness. We have this value area between 740 and where price is currently, the session low. Nice front run of the session low. Add a little momentum that took us down here. Let's see if we can keep it up. Are we just going out there? Are they just taking another opportunity to go on the inventory run to find cheaper inventory? There's a break of the session low. Retest of the session low, where we're getting a quick supply response. It's been a while since we revisited automation. We got automation sitting right. Well, I think automation just dropped to 640. Sort of a wide automation range. Those are some interesting supply responses, micro responses at 630. Still getting a supply response at 630.
Order filled. Order filled.
I am seeing momentum start to decline, but we are still getting a supply response. Inventory currently at 620. Beginning to lift that supply. Automation is starting to close up. We're taking some supply off of the top of this automation range. There's a previous supply zone. Don't really have any season. Well, that 630 area was the only kind of seasoned supply zone we had. Let's see how far we can push the supply up. So we don't have a whole lot of resistance above us. We just had those quick supply responses. Now we got another quick supply response around 655. Doing some moonwalking. Our automation bar range is really tight now, so but we're not very mechanical to it, just kind of trading through it. That can kind of be looked at as a lift of inventory at 630. What happens here will tell us if we're going to start this markup phase, also known as a ascending channel from a micro scale. I think it's pretty apparent now that I'm giving my analysis from a very zoomed in perspective. But I'm still keeping the big picture in mind, mostly the 3 minute. Time to time I may glance at the 30 minute or something, but mostly I'm bouncing between my zoomed in perspective and the 3 minute.
Order filled. Order filled.
Right. Potentially could have cut that kind of quick, even though I saw that quick inventory response. And I got out of that one quick because we did get we did pick up momentum off of that inventory. We had some momentum that kind of took us back, but the order flow is high in both areas in this current, in this moment. So if I can get 10 points real quick, I don't mind 10 points, a quick 10 points. Not necessarily based off the feel, but based off of how I'm the analysis. So that kind of did lift inventory once again. Now we're starting to be a little bit more responsive to automation, as automation has flipped its perspective. And just as a quick disclaimer, I wouldn't be, if I was you, anyone that's listening to this, I wouldn't be having any trade bias to anything that I'm saying. I'll be sticking to my own strategy and my own plan. But if there's some gems to pick up, I'll pick them up and explore them in a safe environment, i.e. back testing, simulation mode, stuff like that. Community is important in trading, but trading is still a solo sport. So now we're holding this supply zone between 650 and 660. Just saw our supply response at 650. Bit of volatility here. starting to close the window. So last night I was playing around with Sierra chart after noticing I was not getting, so when I try to place an order, sometimes I don't get filled. And it seems like I was getting a lag in this Sierra chart setup that you can see. Especially, so yesterday, the trade that I took yesterday, this trade window over here, it didn't fill, but this one did, the one on the right. So I'm actually testing out a different order type to where I'm placing a limit order. I'm using the bid and the ask to place a limit order. And now I'm allowing a little bit of a space. I'm allowing room for slippage to where I'm using I think it's a limit chase order. So I'm testing that out, and so far seems like the responses have been quicker. And just looking at the results, just from today's, I can't base a whole and say just off of today's action or for those couple of trades that I took. I can't really make a strong assessment off of that, but so far it seems like the fills have been better. I may clip this part out, and just as a quick little tutorial of how I did that. What I did is I went into the menu, and then I went into orders, and I selected this use limit chase orders. And then you'll have to go over here and you have to set what your max chase that you wanted to, that you will allow it to chase the bid and the ask. Or the current, actually it's really you're chasing the market price. I did see someone asked in their support forum if it was possible to, like, when you place a trade, so that you have it, plus or minus however many ticks off the current market price. So let's say if I wanted to go short here at 620, let's say I hit the sell bid at 620, if I wanted it to give myself like a 2-tick cushion and actually get a fill at 622 or go for the fill at 622, the only way to really do that is to write a script for it or to code it using the language you have to pretty much create like a custom study. You have to customize it, but this is kind of a workaround in order to do that. Or do something like that. It's not really the same thing, because really, so with this, if I place at order at 620 and the current price is at 620, but I get a quick response off of 620, let's just say I'm allowing a 4-tick chase off of wherever I pull the trigger, then it'll either be 620 or for ticks it'll be 4 ticks it'll be 619. So at 620 to 619, that'll be where I will be accepting a fill using the method that I have set up now. I'll probably clip that out and make that a short. And And if you want a full breakdown on step by step of how I did that, just go ahead and leave that in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this in the after the fact. So while I've been saying that, we've been dropping supply and dropping inventory. Slowly pushing the session low, but we are seeing a strong, we just saw a strong buy response, our inventory response. Let me stick to my, that pushes past the previous quick supply. There's a mechanical supply response off of automation. So we got this nice inventory. As I say that, push it down to our main inventory, right around 602. So our shop is roughly 600 to 620. It's wave one. Still dropping supply. Sort of riding the inside of that automation. But we're holding the inventory lines. Another wave one. Wave two. interesting inventory response here. Pushing through all of that. Now, we could make a new low. Where are we in relation to our moon? All right, so we got we should see a squeeze here based off of how that was set up. There we go. The low of our moon is at 11,587 and a half. Right, running that for some inventory, but mechanically to our 10 point. And there it is. All right, so we're picking up. We're being serious about inventory around here at 590, but we're not done. Let's find some more cheap inventory. So the main stop hunt that we set up to locate some liquidity to pick up that cheap inventory. The bulk of that they've been working on for like the last several minutes. That's already complete. So what we're saying now is we're looking for new liquidity as we find cheaper inventory. The wholesale perspective is a perma-bull perspective. But we make money on both sides. I'm about to mess up. There we go. About a minute before our B period rotation. Okay, why am I calling that a rotation? About a minute before B period. It's more of a transition. There's a quick supply response. Pretty much an automation. I'm gonna say that's roughly 578. So NQ is now exploring deep space in relation to its power range. Another drop of the inventory. Just watching this thing to see how low we can go. That was a quick supply response. Right above 560. We pretty much made our way back to the low of that daily range that we've been trading inside of since November. There still is some room below us, but we're practically in the range of that low, that daily range low. And we're still dipping. We did pause for a supply response around 555. See if we make it back to that area. We also have automation around that area right now. Actually, we're getting the supply response at 550. I'm personally not looking for a trade this low. I'm just observing at this point. I'm in popcorn eyes mode. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of made trading decisions after that last trade to just pretty much serving the ego. I think it's important to be 100% transparent with yourself while you're trading. Way to maintain the awareness, to hold the frequency. You don't have to do it like me and put it all out in a public forum. But if you're trading by yourself, there's no reason not to be 100% honest with yourself. And why you made the decisions, you should definitely do that. You know, why are you making the decision that you're making? Even if you realize it's not the decision that you're supposed to be making. what are they saying, like the AA type stuff? The first step is admitting you have a problem. Nice mechanical supply response there. Tried to be a little tricky about it, but still holding the mechanics. One thing that I still need to work on though is trading the trends. But my stuff though, I really like trading inside of the ranges, trading inside of those shops. And it's always, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do it on a pullback. We're still holding that mechanical supply response. See if we can make a drive price back down to inventory. Starting to see volume taper off. Right there where we got that last response. You know, but I personally like trading the ranges because we spend, especially during the time period that I'm watching. So I'm trading like only 30 minutes to an hour a day. I rarely sit here for a whole hour. Like the only times that I may, well, if you account for pre-market preparation, then yeah, okay, it's more than an hour. But the actual trading time, I'm really trading more than an hour. Sometimes I'm done with like in the first 15 minutes. But anyway, in this short time period that I'm trading, I watch price spend more time in balance than trending. So, while it's inside of its range, that's the period where it is balancing. So I watch price spend more time inside of these shops, as I call them, and so I just lean more heavily. I favor the shops, the ranges, more so than the trends. I see more opportunities there. However, I can be more aggressive with the trend. That's the only reason that I'm even interested in the trend. It's a question that I see a lot of, how to trade inside the range. And it's not an easy thing to do. It took me years to figure out how to develop my strategy to be able to do it consistently and hold proper risk management. Now I've discovered several ways, but I've decided on one method of doing it. But it took a while for me to get to that point. It's based heavily off of price action and structure with some order flow. Now I lightly do order flow analysis, but I do pay attention to a little bit of order flow. Nice mechanical supply response off of 555. I'm only calling it mechanical because of volume and the actual price. You know, if everybody that's listening, if you feel like any of this is what I'm talking about is helpful, feel free to hit the like button so that I know. All right, looking for a supplier lift here. Did get a boost of order flow there. Gave us some momentum, but we're still pausing. Not quite ready to seriously raise supply yet. But we are in a slight markup phase where we're lifting inventory, slightly lifting inventory. That was a quick supply lift. Pushing through that value area that we've been setting up for the past several minutes. Going back to our main inventory.
Yeah.
Roughly 530. Inventory front run. Mechanical supply response. Matter of fact, since I'm definitely at the end of, or I've already and start marking off my 1 minute triggers. Marking off the 1 minute trigger sponsored by Hindsight Capital. Let me go ahead and get a screenshot just in case I forget to get a better one. All right. So as I was doing all that, that's the slingshot that we needed to get that supply lift that I've, a strong supply lift that we kind of flagged by what I mentioned earlier when I mentioned order flow. It's a boost in the order flow and boost the momentum. And now we're getting supply response sort of front running that MSRP. And it's been a minute since we've made it back to quote unquote standard deviation from a big picture perspective. It's like we got VWAP all the way up at 680. Right now, this is kind of trading in it. Well, we still have a lot of time in today's session, of course. It's kind of trading in a way where the mean is likely to be brought back to price, but are they going to meet somewhere in the middle? However, we could see a strong inventory that's still possible, a strong inventory response, a strong supply run, aka a lot of buying coming in. So back inside of automation, let's see how much inventory we pick up here. Getting that inventory response inside of automation. Currently holding our shop between roughly 556 and 575. So it's still in deep space. We got I'll stick to these terms. We got the moon above us. But we got this value area that I just mentioned where we're holding up shop. Actually, the low of that value area would be around 530. But I can actually see it going either direction from here. Now, this is just my opinion, of course. Like I said, like I always say, I wouldn't make any trading decisions based off of my opinion from the analysis that I do, but I don't even want to speculate like that. But of course, we can go in either direction. We've kind of held that inventory right there pretty strongly at 530. It would be kind of significant for us to drop below 530 and continue to push inventory lower, also keeping that daily range in mind, being that we are near the low of that daily range that we've been inside of since, let's see, came into it initially around November 10. I would say we confirmed it around November 30. The low of it, right? And if we actually ever end up, whenever we end up trading outside of that, that should create some momentum to keep going, or to serve as sort of a slingshot to go back inside and to set up the main move from a daily, more long-term perspective. So there's also the other likelihood that we can pick up some more inventory off of that low and take us back to whatever mean you want to look at, whatever the standard deviation you want to look at. Or we can just hang out in this range for the rest of the session. Those are 3 different possibilities. And that's going to end my session for today. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I hope you have a good rest of your trading session, and we'll do it again tomorrow for our normally scheduled Futures Trade Radio and our trader triggers. Till then, have a good one. Trade it easy.